Hello everyone, and welcome to another devlog for Cultist Astronaut. In today's episode, we're exploring the art of the Sludge Haven boss, the updates for Fisher, Lee, and Lance, and an in-game console. We'll also discuss enhancements to the enemy wave system and the level design for the Fungal Caves area on Sludge Haven. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to keep up with the latest updates. So let's jump straight into it. This week, our artist Harlan has been bringing to life the final boss of the Sludge Haven level, known as the Anybody. He's not just anybody though, he's the formidable leader of the imposter cult, skilled in mimicry and controlling corpses. We now have early character models for the Goatling Captain, Flying Gunner, and the Shroom Mage, which are all corpses controlled by the Anybody. In the upcoming week, we'll focus on implementing the Shroom Mage corpse. This corpse is capable of casting spore bullets that burst into toxic gas on impact. The Shroom Mage can also summon large mushrooms that explode when they reach max size. We'll showcase more on the Anybody boss in our next devlog, so keep an eye out. Meanwhile, you might have seen the time-lapse of Lance's art creation on our channel, which starts from a rough concept and ends with a fully animated Unity asset. Here's a sneak peek of the before and after results. Also, Fisher Lee got a makeover. He's now got a much larger fishing rod, which is better for pulling artifacts out from the lake. Check out these before and after shots of Fisher Lee. On the technical front, we've been developing a new in-game console to make testing our work in a full build of Cultist Astronaut easier. We built this using Unity's immediate mode UI, which has the benefit of being easy to execute and display in any scene. We are using this tool to view and modify variables associated with each NPC. We can run the show blackboard command to look at the values associated with each NPC, then we can use the set command to pick a variable and its new value. The blackboard display will show us which values were updated by the console or by the game using different colors. Adding new commands to the parser is pretty straightforward, which means we can do all sorts of cool things in the future, like spawning an enemy or creating an invulnerable mode for the player. Our game uses enemy waves as a key progression element. These are groups of foes that you need to defeat to continue. We link them to create battle rooms, which are areas where you're locked in combat until all enemies are defeated. We've recently improved this system, tying it more closely with checkpoints. Previously, if you died during a wave battle, you returned with a wave half defeated, which encouraged force over skill. Now when you complete a wave and hit a checkpoint, that wave stays defeated even if you die later. Also, we've made enemy spawn points more predictable and realistic. For example, you can now match underground spawn points with underground enemies like worms to avoid them oddly appearing above ground or in the air. These updates aim to make combat more balanced, fair, and skill-driven. We've updated the Fungal Cave zone, making it less frustrating and more fun. We noticed players were hitting their heads on low ceilings when jumping, which disrupted the game's flow. To solve this, we raised the ceiling in areas meant for high or double jumps. Height spaces remain in some parts, but we ensured they're fair and enjoyable. We've taken care to keep challenging jumps in places that don't hinder horizontal movement. This way, we've balanced difficulty and fun for a smoother gameplay experience. In terms of game design, we've added a quirky twist with the Door of Denial, which is a door in the spire that denies being a door. To open it, players need the mirror key hidden in the Fungal Caves. However, obtaining this key isn't easy. It's guarded by a swarm of corpses in a trash heap. So, players must fight their way to the key, return to the spire, and convince the door of its true identity. This introduces a mix of puzzle solving and combat that spices up gameplay. Our new game event system makes it easier to set up complex events in our game. For example, when you pick up the mirror key, a few things need to happen. Enemies appear in the spire room, certain doors unlock, and the game records your progress. We created a component called Raise Event on Item Pickup that triggers a game event when you pick up an item. We then can link various actions like add enemies to this event. This system lets us set up complex sequence of actions across different areas in the game, making level scripting smoother and more flexible. If you're interested in learning more about the game and the cults we're working on, then you should join our Discord server where we post updates and engage in discussions. There's a link in the description below if you're interested. And if you want to support the development of the game, please consider adding Cultist Astronaut to your wishlist on Steam. This will help us gain visibility. Thank you for watching the devlog, and I hope you have a wonderful day. See you in the next video.